footage now. Hi and welcome to a new episode of Fire and Steel. As we saw in the last video last week, we had a very nice trip video. It was where we went for 3 weeks, crossing the taiga forests, something. Anyways, we're gonna review a knife today. We have a knife review. It's the Camillus Carnivore. It used to look different. Well, anyways, we're gonna show you a video first from the producer, Camillus. I think this video still is up on YouTube somewhere.
It's on their official
YouTube
channel.
We're gonna try to find it and put the link down in the description.
Yeah.
But first, the video.
Hey everyone, we're here to talk about the Camillus Carnivore. This is one heck of a product. We have an 18-inch blade. It features a saw, a slicer, a rock digger, a prier, and even a wire cutter, or if you're in a pinch, a gut hook. It has a 440C titanium bonded steel blade with a full tang all the way through and a Zytel glass-filled nylon handle. It's extremely strong, powerful. It's got over a 5mm backbone for great whacking. Comes with a beautiful ballistic nylon hard case. And this product, as I said, you can see here, it will saw, it'll chop, and then you can also dig and everything else. So it's a great product. Camillus Carnivore is perfect for camping, for hunting, for trailblazing.
Excellent.
So yeah, Freddie, you want to do the specs on it before we show the blade?
Yeah, price point on this knife is around $35.
I don't remember what I bought it for. It's so long ago. I think it's like 8 years ago.
Oh,
to buy.
so yeah, so there might be some Black Friday offers where you get it for free or something. Overall length is 18 inches. Blade length is 12 inches. The thickness is 0.14 inches. It weighs 15.8 ounces. The steel is 440. That's all they say. So we don't know if it's 440 A, B, C, or F or whatever. It's 440.
Yeah, but it's bonded with titanium.
Yeah. Yeah. So the grind, they say on the web shops we have found says that the grind is chisel. It is not chisel.
No, it's a hollow grind.
It's a hollow
you can
grind.
see it's a hollow grind as well.
Yeah.
Quite easily tell.
The point is chisel, maybe. I don't know. It's a pry bar point.
I would say a
thing.
tanto.
Tanto.
It's
Yeah.
more tanto than
Yeah, that's
chisel.
true. That's true. Yeah. It has a titanium bonded coating. It says on some web shops.
But there's no coating. What's that?
Yeah. There's no coating. The blade is partially serrated. It has a satin finish. It has a satin finish. It is also titanium bonded coating.
Titanium satin coated.
The handle is made of polymer or Zytel maybe. Who knows? It's on plastic.
Yeah.
It has a full tang blade. Oh Jesus Christ! I think the tarp is running away. And it is ambidextrous. The sheath is made of nylon. It was nylon. But
This is nylon.
This is nylon, but it is molded plastic these days. Maybe.
I don't think you can get this knife anymore, to be fair. I think the Carnivore X and every one of those took over. I don't think
Max X.
I don't think this is possible to buy.
No.
And probably there's not a single whole one left in the world. We had the last one until this afternoon.
Oh, there's one in the Smithsonian safe or something. And it is produced in China.
Yeah. Okay, so as you can saw in that shitty video from Camillus themselves, they hardly test the knife in that video at all. They barely show anything. So we're gonna point out to you what the knife is. So on the screen now, you should see some pictures. You have the handle, which is rubberized, and it was very sticky. It's not sticky anymore because it's picked up every debris in the woods. So now it's quite comfortable, actually, to be fair. Then you have serrations. It's not a saw, as they say. It's serrations. These are serrations, not a saw. Then you have a full-length blade, or a slicer, as they said. But I would say a chopper. And then up top, they say a rock digger. It's okay, so it's a shovel. And then you have a pry bar at the end. And then you have, he said gut hook, but their page says wire cutter.
Yeah.
So they can't really decide what things are on the knife, I guess. It's a saw, it's just bullshit. So let's go over when we started using the knife. We were pretty sure was gonna break on us. We've seen this before in other YouTube videos. So we were pretty sure it was gonna break.
Yep. So
we started out with Finerworks. How did it perform on Finerworks, Freddy?
It's alright, I guess. Okay. But the serrations makes it pretty, I don't know, unusable.
Yeah, it does.
To be honest, you can do it. If you use your thumb, you can do it. But I mean, every other knife without serrations will be better than this.
Yeah.
In my mind.
To be fair, it came pretty sharp out of the box.
Yeah, like standard knife sharpness.
Well, I would say better than Schrade, for instance. Like, this is in the Schrade price range. And Schrades are okay knives for the price, barely.
Yeah.
But they never come really sharp out the box. It's very rare.
Yeah, but they have also this very aggressive convex thing where the edge is so thick.
Yeah, they do. And of course, a hollow grind is very easy to get sharp.
Yeah.
And yeah, so there's that. But that's a fair point. Fair is fair. Final work, was terrible.
Yeah, pretty unusable for it. It's too big, too far out on the blade.
Yeah,
where the sharpness is.
Yeah.
And then chopping. No,
No
sawing. Let's go. Yeah, let's go over the
let's
saw
sawing.
first. Sawing is completely rubbish. For me, this is not a saw.
No, but it's not a saw. It's
not a saw.
serrations. It's not.
Yeah.
You can't saw with serrations. You wouldn't saw with a. I don't know. I don't get it. Serrations are for cutting rope. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
And these serrations, and you can also tell it's serrations because it's flat on the other side.
Yeah.
Right. So serrations. But who in the hell? What rope are you cutting? Like a ship's rope? Why is it so big?
The oil tanker.
Why is it so big? And the reason it's so big is because they want it to be a saw. But it's not a saw.
No, it doesn't work as a saw. Obviously, it doesn't work as a saw because you cannot have a saw on the edge and then it gradually increases in size. You cannot saw anything. It's going to stop when the bigger part is going to come through the cut. So it doesn't work. A saw has to be the full, or actually a saw is wider than the rest of the spine.
Yep.
Usually you put the teeth like every other way like this, so they cut bigger notch than the blade itself. But
this doesn't work at all.
Camillus decided to go the other way and make the saw smaller than the rest of the spine, so that's
going to stop. And it's
yeah.
The biggest problem it has as well is, yeah, it's for sawing branches, but come on, you can just break them off or chop them off. There's no point. So if you're going to start with bigger logs, that's not going to work, as he said. You have that much to saw on, and then it's going to stop.
Yeah.
From then on in, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Because you're feeding into the thick part of the blade. The sawing was shit. And then came the shovel. Like the rock digger or whatever they called it.
Yeah, this is a big mystery.
Yeah, so now you have like a 3 centimeter shovel. Like it's that's the shovel. That's wide. It's a bit wider than my thumb, but barely. What the hell are you digging with this? So we tried it. And we dug, and of course it digs in the woods because it's just moss and that kind of shit anyway. So it's not really, I don't know. It just makes no sense.
No,
What kind of shovel?
it digs like any other knife would, because it's a flat bar of steel.
Yeah.
So by calling it a shovel, you basically, I don't know, you put another advertisement word on something, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of those. This knife is a multi-tool. It's just splash on every space on the knife that is free. Let's just put something on it so it can be used for, I don't know. It's and then comes it's not a shovel. Come on, that's just stupid. It's all there is. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And it's sharp, so it can cut roots when you dig, but so would a normal shovel. And it doesn't dig. You can just dig with a normal knife. It does the same. And then you have the pry bar. Like we didn't have much to pry. Okay, so after it broke, as you'll see in the footage, we tried to break it out of the handle. And to be fair, that shit, it held up. Good. We brutalized it quite hard on the pry bar bit, but I don't know. Why is it a pry bar?
Yeah. Well,
Do you only use like this part as a pry bar, like so? Because if you jam a knife as a pry bar, any knife is a pry bar. Like anything is a pry bar.
Yeah.
So what makes this a pry bar? It's just a butt end of the knife.
Yeah.
Is every butt is like a butter knife? Is that a pry bar? Does every butter knife at home have? Is that a pry bar?
Yeah.
It's not a pry bar.
Nah.
Stop. What are you prying open with this? So we tried, and it pries, but so does anything.
Yeah.
And then comes this thing. Now it said wire cutter on the page, but the dude on the video says a gut hook. So I don't have anything to gut, but it is fairly sharp. So
Yeah.
I guess
it's there.
it's there. It'll work. It'll work for gutting, and it'll work for cutting rope as well. I'm not sure about wire, but it'll work for cutting rope. You want to go over chopping? How's the chopping?
I don't know. Chopping is alright, I guess. I still don't like the serrations going half up the.
But to be fair, the
blade.
serration seems to have held up
Yeah,
the
they do.
chopping, because we did chop and missed and chopped with them, and it didn't matter. Now, of course, we didn't go balls deep on the hardwood. It was pretty dry and rotten wood. We were pretty. Yeah, it's not hardwood. But that held up.
Yeah, it did. It's alright. It's not bad.
So what broke it?
Batoning. Batoning was the killer of the carnivore.
And we were pretty sure that was going to be the case too.
Yeah. Ooh. Wait. What are you
It broke right next to the screw. You'll see some pictures on it now. We heard the snap when it happened, but the handle held it in place for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I could just feel like there was a slack in it. And I could feel that it was broken because there wasn't any shock when we chopped with it. But from there on, we tried to brutalize it a bit to get it to loosen. But that didn't happen. You have to go back to the batoning to make it become like this.
Yeah. Yeah, and it still holds up. The screw in here still holds the leftover blade.
But I never felt safe chopping with it after the snap.
Nah, but because at that point you don't know what's going to happen.
No.
And it does have quite a bit of weight in the front, so suddenly it goes flying.
My. Oh, yes.
Who's it for?
Who's it for? It's for YouTubers wanting to review a pretty funny advertisement knife, so it's for us only.
Definitely. Yeah, I guess these survivalists, people with no money. But don't baton with it then. Just do not baton with it. It might survive chopping for a little while, but you have to remember it survived about 30 minutes. Barely 30 minutes.
Yep.
And with chopping and batoning, it took 5 minutes. 10 minutes. So it's not going to last you. It's not a reliable tool.
No.
Now, you could debate $35. You should expect it. Well, yeah, maybe. But don't. To be fair, he never said you should baton with it.
Yeah, that's true actually. I never said that.
But it's a huge, big fucking knife, so why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because there is a weakness in the handle, and I'm pretty sure if you look up several videos of these types of knives, you'll see the same snap in the handle.
Yeah.
There are some weak points in here because it's not a full tang, and it's quite thin, I believe.
Yeah.
Freddie will probably take it home and unscrew it and put some pictures up on it.
Yeah.
So you'll see that on the screen now.
Yeah. But yeah, well, in my mind, we were kind of lucky it broke during batoning and not chopping.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah. So if you pull all your force behind this thing and it starts flying.
The nice thing though is it was quite sharp, so hopefully it would have just gotten stuck and you would have driven your hand through the handle.
Yeah.
So it would still be in the tree, hopefully. Should you buy it?
No. I think even for the price point on this, you can get some nice other knives.
Definitely.
That will hold up.
I both think
Better.
Condor and Schrade and other brands make better knives for the same price.
Yeah.
And to be fair, buy a Baco Laplander, which is cheap. It's like 15, 20 bucks, right?
Mm.
And then just a bigger knife.
Yeah.
Plain knife. Because this doesn't work. This doesn't work. That's nothing. Who needs this? So if you're doing gut hooking, you're not bringing this. You're bringing a gut hook knife. You're a hunter, so you have that equipment.
Yeah.
You don't want to trailblaze with it because you can't trust it. You don't want to hunt with it because it does fuck all, except for that within hunting. And you don't want to fish with it because God knows what are you going to do with fish on this. You're not gutting fish with this. I will tell you that.
What about the handle?
Ergonomics.
I
think the ergonomics was fair. I don't know why it was so sticky. It's been laying in my basement in a drawer with a bunch of knives for 6-7 years now. 8, 9, I don't know how many years, but many years.
Yeah.
At least 7 years. That much I know. And so I don't know if that's done something to the rubberized handle, but it definitely is better now. But that's because there's so much debris in it. Can you feel that? This is just debris.
Yeah, that's picked up. Yeah, I can see it towards the light.
Yeah.
It just picked up a bunch of shit. But yeah, I think my theory is that Snake was drinking beer one night and went down and pissed on the handle. That's the only reasonable explanation, actually.
It's the only explanation.
But yeah, it honestly was really sticky for some reason.
Yeah, very sticky. It's like you dipped it in, piss, I guess, or lemonade or something. Like it felt like sugar.
Yeah. Really strange. Yeah. Well, is that all we have, Mr. Snake, on this?
Yeah, let's wrap this fucking shit up.
This Predator. Should we say the user review I found on the Camillus?
Well, you can do that.
Just for the lulz? The lulz?
I'll put it up on screen and Freddie will read it for you.
I hope you don't mind it. We don't mean to pick on people's writing disabilities and such. But sometimes, it's fun to read some user reviews. Anyways, I found this review on Camillus.com, Camillus homepage. I think maybe this review was for the Carnivore X, the brother sister knife, but it's basically just the same knife, I guess. So this blade replaced my handsaw, my SOG Trident, my SOG Seal Pop, and my machete. Everything wrong with its original. Wrong. Or everything wrong with its original version is fixed. As long as it doesn't break, it is my new best friend. P.S. I use this tool for trailblazing, firewood, secondary weapon, home defense, hacking, cutting, building the shelter, shallow fishing, hog hunting, camping, and lawn. I cut a tree down that was 8 inches at the cut.
8 inches at the cut. The saw is. Well, if it was the other one, I guess.
The Carnivore X. If you stay at it for a few days, I think 8 inches is possible.
Yeah.
Good job, boys. I love it. I trust it, and I left SOG for it. That's a love story if I ever heard one.
I left SOG for it. Now
we
don't really. We haven't reviewed a single SOG knife because I view them as crap. But I do believe that SOG makes better than this. Again, if you really use this for finer work, like and it's terrible at it, but you know you're really soft with it, it's gonna last you. But what the hell do you need for then if it's not gonna chop or baton? It looks like a handsaw though.
Looks like what?
Like a handsaw, like one of these
Yeah.
pistol grip saw. You want to do your thing and end this?
Yeah.
Nightmare.
By
the way, we have an Instagram. Fire and Steel Norway. Fire_and_steel_Norway, I believe. And we also have a podcast. 2 podcasts, actually. So, but more of that in the next video now.
Yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this this breakdown of the
Double meaning.
Camillus Camillus Carnivore. Wait, why is it written like this? Camillus
Because
Carnivore.
they call it Camillus, the titanium bonded monstrous carnivore. I don't know. Fuck that knife.
Anyways, thank you for watching. See you again next time.
So there's sheath right here.